Hey guys, so I'm back at it again with another hero deck profile. Last time I did one, it was for the previous ban list. I don't think I've done one yet for this ban list that just came. And heroes kind of got some stuff, as probably all of you kind of know. We got hero list two, and yeah, and I had to, and also Fusion Destiny got hit down to two. Well, understandably because it was being run everywhere in the meta. So I guess they wanted to give it a little bit of a hit. In all honesty, like it's not really that much of a hit because those other decks still are going to go with Verte situations and try to get it out that way. So it just doesn't really do anything. Like it does hit the consistency a bit, but not really that much. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to the hero deck profile. So we'll start off with the main, and then we'll go to the extra on the side. So also, like, heroes got some kind of support for I think it's Power of the Elements. At first, I think everyone, including myself, was kind of like what you call not really too happy with the support. But then, obviously our resident hero expert Jaden BR, he kind of found some pretty cool tech that I think a lot of people are going to be trying to using. Like I saw like a really cool avian combo, and I saw another the Cosmo Neos combo as well too on your opponent's turn, and I'd love to be able to do that, but it just seems like it runs a lot of bricks. But I'm actually kind of curious on seeing how consistent the avian combo is, because it's kind of cool, and I like the fusion now as well. Wake up my e-hero, and what's the other card? Crosskeeper, I think is kind of cool too. So we'll see how that goes. Us hero players, we're kind of blessed because Konami always gives us consistent support. I think it kind of goes in hand because I think the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, his like one of his favorite archetype is heroes, so that's why I guess he caters to them a bit. And also it's like a cool archetype, and it looks anime as fuck, right? So you can't really complain. But anyways, let's get to the hero deck profile. So to start off with, we have two Stratos. So two Stratos, I still find is the correct number. Yeah, like it's just its effects are once per turn. Hero lives is to two, and I feel like if you have like double Stratos in your hand, it's kind of a little bit of a brick. So to lower that from happening, I usually a lot of people went from three down to two, and it's not so much of a brick because you can just like search Ferris and kind of go into Ferris combo, but still like you'd rather see other cards in your hand, so that's kind of why it's a brick. It's like it's not like that's completely unplayable. It's just not optimal in my mind now, because there's just so much stuff you want to see in this deck first, and so many tools, and to be able to do that, you need to kind of minimize on the cards you don't want to see and maximize the ones that you want that you do want to see. So we play that at two. I play two Shadow Mist now because Hero Lives is to two. So like I feel like it's justified now to run to two. I was running at one for a while, but like it's good in the grind game, and also like you can use Hero Lives more than once now. So chances are you'll probably be going to either this or Stratos. So yeah, like it just made more sense to bump it up to two as well. And yeah, it's really good for pitching off Ferris, really good for specialing via a Hero Lives or from the grave with Liquid Soldier. So yeah, really good card. We play one Liquid Soldier. So Liquid Soldier is yeah, he's a really good card in the deck. You draw two, discard one when he gets fused via Miracle Fusion, Polymerization, you name it. You can also use his normal to special from Grave effect, mostly to kind of special the Shadow Mist, and using that Fusion Destiny combo, the one card Fusion Destiny combo. But yeah, I just found yeah, he's just a really good card, and you'd like to go into him as much as possible. He does conflict with some cards I play in the deck, but we'll get to that a bit later. But so we play one Honest Neos. So Honest Neos is yeah, just what can you say about it? It really just buffs your boss monsters. I'm kind of on the fence of maybe cutting it, maybe when the new support comes, but I'll have to see like how I feel about it, because the thing with Honest Neo is like, yeah, it's great that you can protect your monsters, but you can protect your monsters a lot of ways now, like with Sunrise, you can protect it with DPE, so it's just like, is it really necessary most of the time? Like, it's nice to have, and it's nice to see when your opponent like forgets that you either searched it, or they're not knowing that's in your hand, and you kind of using damage step, and then you kind of make them cry. But still, like, yeah, I'm just kind of, it's kind of one of the cards I'm on the fence of being cuttable. We play the Vision Hero package, so we play 3 Forest, 2 Increase, 2 Vion. So this is one of the cards I'm kind of like, the 1 Increase, the 2 Increase. I'm thinking about cutting it down to 1, but I think that's only going to be what I'm going to do once the new support comes, because I feel like I don't really need to do it right now. Like, I feel like the deck is fine as is, but in order to incorporate the new cards and attribute for deck space, I'm probably gonna have to make a decision, like either cut down a Mist, cut down an Increase, just in order to play some more cards that I want when the new support comes. But when we get there, we'll get there. But right now, I feel like this is the correct ratio, and it just works for me. So we play 2 Mali. Standard, it's stuck at 2, so which it probably won't be going to 3 anytime soon, and you don't really need it. 1 Denier, one of the best cards of the deck. We play 1 Plasma, really good card. I find like I'm actually going more into Plasma nowadays than Dark Law, but I don't know, maybe that's just me personally. It's a really good card with D-Force. It's really good with Honest Neos. It's really good when you pair it with DPE or Sunrise as protection. And yeah, it's just skill drain on legs. Skill drain's at 3, so you might as well just play an in that archetype skill drain in your deck to compete with the meta, right? So just really good card in my opinion. We play 1 Adusted Gold, don't need the 1. Now off to the spells. We play 3 Mass Change, really good. You play Mass Hero, so you have to play 3. Pretty self-explanatory. You play 3 Droplets because you need it against most of the decks. So if you don't have this card, most of the time you're like kind of dead. So in order to maximize that, seeing in your hand, you want to play it at 3. And even if you open doubles of it, just pitch the duplicate of it as a fodder for Droplets fodder with monsters or whatever else you have in your hand. Play 2 Fusion Destiny. Unfortunately, it's at 2 now, but yep. Still a really good card in the deck. We can, and it doesn't really hurt us that much because we can go into from 3 to 2, because we also have Verte as well too, like worst case scenario in the extra, and also you can play Pot of Prosperity and dig for it if you want. So, and most of the time that's how I usually get to it if I don't have it in my hand. So good in that respect. Okay, now for the spell, the newly semi-limited. The other one, it's A Hero Lives. Yeah, really good card. Yeah, there's no justification of you not playing that too, because it just, I know a lot of people complain about life points and stuff, like, oh, I don't want to die the next turn. Here, the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is the game is so fast. If you're not winning or in an advantageous position in 1 or 2 turns, most of the time you've lost anyways. So it's just like, in order to go full combo, you need to play Hero Lives or like Fusion Destiny, those kind of cards that are 1 card combos that just lead you to having a big oppressive board. And if you're not playing that, you're kind of hindering yourself, in my opinion. And yeah, and that's kind of the reason why I kind of bumped up Shadow Mist as well too, because if you get the first one negated, you can do it again, and then go into Shadow Mist again, and then you have 2k life points, but still, like, you'll be sitting pretty with a Dark Claw and something else on your board, so you can't complain too much about that. Play 1 Miracle. It's searchable, and you can recur it a lot with Wonder Driver plays, which you seem to do nowadays a lot. Play 1 Poly. Poly is a really good card, I find. Yeah, it's just like you can also recur it as well too. It's searchable with Vion. Dark Calling, searchable with Dusted. Fortunately, you can't recur this card because it doesn't have fusion in the text. It should have kind of said that with Wonder Driver, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's a small thing. You play one D-Force. I'm thinking about actually bumping this up to 2. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just kind of on the fence about that right now because it is a really good card when you have it paired with Plasma, and also like when Plasma kind of goes to grave whatever way, like either your opponent discards it or you discard it off of you're forced to discard it off of Ferris. It's kind of good to like be able to bring it back to your hand, or like if it gets destroyed, you can just kind of bring it back with another D-Force, and so that's kind of what I'm thinking about. But we'll see. Right now, I'm okay with the 1, just in case if I draw it and I use it, and I have it in my hand, and I see it quite a bit, and yeah, just like I don't want to rely too much on it at all times, and if I draw it great, and but I feel like there's other things in my deck that help me win as well too. So we play 1 Foolish Burial. It's an extender, talents as well too. A nice anti-hand trap card, I guess, and then also you can also see your opponent's hand or even take your opponent's card. So kind of like a good utility card if you get hand trapped. Play 1 Rota, it's that 1, and it's a free Vion or Stratos or whatever, so you play it. We play 1 Call by the Grave. Good card. I find like, a lot of people are still playing hand traps. It's good against the odd Ash or Droll or, even like Shifter or something. So it's just, I think it's still worth playing at 1. You play 1 Prosperity. Prosperity, like, it's like a weird. I like it at 1 because a lot of times I am going to my my liquid play with with the Ferris line and stuff, so that conflicts with Pot of Prosperity. But if I don't have that and I just have like a Fusion Destiny in my hand or something, and I just have Pot of Prosperity as well too, I'd rather just kind of go into that and then Pot of Prosperity at the end after I have my DPE and Plasma on board, and like search for something kind of cool like a hand trap or trap or droplets or something set. So I have like a more dominating board next turn against my opponent. So we play 2 Imperm, still really good hand trap I find in this format. So you play in the main deck, and then we play 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance. So I was playing Imperial Order, but unfortunately it got banned like towards the end of the format. So I found that Anti-Spell is kind of like similar to the same thing, so that's why I'm playing in the deck. Unfortunately, like your opponent can still respond to it, so they can kind of like super poly droplets or whatever towards it and stuff. So even if you do shotgun it and stand by, like your opponent, if they know how the card works, they can still also like cosmic it or whatever and all that. So it is what it is. Like it's a little bit worse, but it still helps you against cards like Dark Ruler No More, Lightning Storm, Raigeki, just Dark Hole. Also, like it helps against like Chalice or something, I guess. Not actually, that doesn't really help against Chalice. Helps against yeah, just mostly against Dark Ruler No More, which is a pain in the ass. So we'll go to the extra. So you play 2 Dark Claw, pretty standard. Play 1 Blast, just to dodge hand traps and stuff, and then also to spin back row. Yeah, this is usually my out to there can only be 1 when I'm playing against stun decks, so it's kind of good with that regard. Acid, to clear back row. Ab-Zero, his partner in crime, to clear monsters via the Acid Ab-Zero Mass Chain combo. Sunrise, play that at 1. Play 1 Escurito, 1 DPE, 1 Dangerous, play 1 Bane, 2 Cross Crusader, play 1 Dread Decimator, 1 Wonder Driver, and then 1 Anaconda. So Anaconda I play in the deck now because, you know, why the hell not? Like, it's pretty free to get Fusion Destiny. And a lot of times opponents are playing Droll. So it's just like, you know, if you don't really have much of a good board, at least you can put something, which is like a DPE, and then like have, you know, hand trap set like Imperm or whatever, and then just hope for the best, right? You know, at least you have something on the board. It's like more like last ditch scenario, or like kind of in the grind it kind of comes up if you have like a weird wonky hand or something. So now we'll go to the extra deck, no, the side deck. So you play 3 Droll because, you know, it's a pretty good hand trap, so hits a lot of the meta I find, so that's why you play it at 3. Play 3 Cosmic because Scythe is still rampant around, and then also you know, cards like Skill Drain, you want to be able to combat that. We play 3 Exchange because I do not like Crossout, like Designator. I tried playing it, and I just find like it just adds too many bricks and just doesn't make you run an optimal kind of going first list. At least the way I play it and stuff. I find Exchanges is better in the way I play, so I like to play it. You know, you get hand knowledge, and then it's like not also once per turn. So if you draw multiples, you can kind of like just switch back and forth through your opponent's hands, and then you can get the Nibiru or the whatever cards that, you know, like Super Poly, you know, or you can even see what your opponent is playing and stuff. So it just kind of helps you in that regard. Play 2 Lancia. Lancia is a really good hand trap this format because of PKs, and pretty much not only did get untouched, but I think they got better with the Brave engine. So you just kind of shotgun this against PKs when you have it and hope for the best. And most of the time they can't activate their Brave cards or go into a Scythe combo or activating their PK effects in Grave. So that's it's a pretty mandatory hand trap I find this format. We played 2 Lightning Storms again because of back row, and you know, and occasionally it kind of like breaks your opponent's boards. Play 1 Harpy Duster, and because of back row, and then also Red Reboot because Skill Drain at 3. That's why. Anyways, guys, that was my deck profile. So hope you guys liked it. It seems like locals is starting to open up again, like at full force. So I'm gonna be trying to go more often. And hey, I might start vlogging stuff because, you know, might as well. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll keep you posted with some new stuff. Take care, guys.